It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, it's a name everyone will recognize, Marvin Harrison Jr. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Oilers and the Bengals, and it comes...
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory... Well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent it.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow finds a seam down the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Catch is made in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Here we go.
One of the tight ends in motion left. They'll try and punch it in. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Turbo shot.
Another chance for him. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bengals take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And bringing them out, an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
And there's certainly still people talking about the game. The buzz is real. He posted unbelievable numbers last week. Even as passing numbers continue to rise league-wide, he reached heights rarely flown to in league history. It took volume, sure, to get him there, but also an eagle eye to see everything out there perfectly. He and the rest of us, we can only hope that he comes close to seeing that kind of production today.
Gets everything he has under this throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Play action, Fields. Hauled in left side. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Don't jump. Ready?
They send a man in motion. 1st down throw for Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Off play action, it's Fields. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets this forward to the 19. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Out of the shotgun, Fields. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Oilers finish off their opening drive. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
From the 32. It's complete to Ford. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. God!
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He'll cobble together a yard there. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Gun.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. That'll be the end of one. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Burrow from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Bengals send out the punting unit. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they're coming off an excellent series throw. They connect on the deep shot. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. From the 36. Setting up the screen. Juke the defender. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Fields pushing his offense in the hurry-up. Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Another throw for Fields. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
11.
Fields now on fourth. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Here we go.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Brought in by Ford. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Second and 6 coming up here.
42.
From the 21. Finds his man Chase. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
11.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down, Burrow to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties...
And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow the lead to 7. T. Higgins the touchdown. Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals grow their lead to 8. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. That's low and bounces short of his man. Marvin Harrison Jr. the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
He wants a heater. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Oilers are on the move here. Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. First and 10 from the 45. They motion the tight end over. They'll run here on first down. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Fields trying to get into the line quick. Second and 8. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. Driving across the 15-yard line. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Oilers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Oilers could have gone for 2 in the tie, but they choose to trail by 1. Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead.
On one, ready?
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Not an overwhelming amount of running room available, but he made what he could through the traffic on the pick. Everything he got them, just a bonus really anyway. They were certainly satisfied by simply getting off the field.
Here we go. Good.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Connects on the crosser. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout.
Go, Chuck. Ready? Right.
From the red zone now. Pass complete to Wiley. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Trying to work quickly now.
West right mid. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Has a hole left. Room to run. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Cut.
He's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
12, 11.
Throwing is Burrow. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. From inside the 1, here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Dot.
Burrow. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Let's get set. Turbo's hot. Right in it.
Looking to throw, Burrow. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Butker knocks it through. And that'll push their lead to 4.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Here we go, son. Go.
He's back to throw. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go. Right.
Looking to throw, Fields. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. When we bring this game to a close, Brock, I think one of the stories we're all going to be talking about is the type of showing this guy's had, not spinning the ball, but running it.
It's been just gritty. It's been determined, kid. It's been tough. When they needed a play, he's dug deep and he's willed this offense forward, coming through with the type of run the moment asked for.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That one's complete, right side. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. Fields on third. He's got Harrison. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. First down from the red zone. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face second down. They've got a man in motion. Throwing again on second down. Fields. Flush out now to his left. He can run it. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see it.
And he's over the line and in. Touchdown, Houston. The Oilers take the lead right away in half number 2. That one splits the uprights. And the Oilers push their lead to 3. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. Now makes it second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
11.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Hits him on the in route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now Burrow. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This is ahead for about 5. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. From the 20 on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up now. Fields now, third and long. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Bengals are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
11 MT.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away, that is a gold start.
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Oilers parlay the interception into points. That one right down the middle. And the Oilers make it a 10-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into... The end zone, touchback. This drive starts.
On one, ready?
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Turn.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds Chase on the slant. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Handoff now from the gun. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Here we go.
So we're through 3 here. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Let's get set. Shot.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's complete to Ford. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
Burrow back to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go. Shot. Shot.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Gun. Shot. Shot. What is that?
To throw again, it's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. On 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This is a 50-yard look from the right half. Got all of it, and this is good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
The Oilers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground.
Here we go. Right.
Fields on first down. They did it! He made the interception! And the Bengals have some new life in the fourth. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go. 180.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's tackled for a short gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
On 1, ready? Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Back-to-back carries here. Works the sideline inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Good set.
Working inside the red zone. Nabbed along the sideline by Higgins. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
11.
Throwing is Burrow. Intercepted in the end zone. Christian Gonzalez has it. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick. I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Good.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Go.
They did it! He made the interception! Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals have some new life in the fourth. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go. 11 empty. 11. 12.
Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow setting up the play action. He sends this one to the end zone, and they pick him off again. Greg Newsome has it. And the Oilers take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Easy.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Fields pushing his offense in the hurry-up. From the 47. Harrison's got it on the sideline. And he's down inside the 35 before going out.
Don't jump. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Has it at the 7. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll run here from the gun. Will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Oilers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. A lot of targets to pick from as they go for two.
Out, let's go. Sit high.
He's throwing for it. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Oilers have some new life in the fourth.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside your skull. They read the call and were set up perfectly to counter it.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And the last two drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side,
11.
because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
Here we go, here we go.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals down by a very unlucky 13. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Cut out left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Oilers make it a 3-score game in the fourth. They aren't taking the offense off. All right, leaving him out, trying for 2. They'll try it on the ground. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. We hear it in every sport, partner. Sometimes it's just best to keep it simple. They do. They give it to him, and he heads right up the gut for 2.
That's right. Let that defense overthink it, and boy, did they ever. They were so concerned about everything else, they forgot the simplest play in the book. That run right up the middle. Kudos to that O-line to get that push, and an even better job by the back to get in the end zone.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Gets this one to Harrison. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Gotta hurry this to the line. He gets another shot here. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Oilers put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
All right, Brock, your time with Seattle and especially Indy, you were on the winning end of some blowouts. Is there any reason you'd have ever gone for two up this big?
Now, let's see. Mike Holmgren, Tony Dungy, my father. No, Kate, you would not ever do this because football's got a funny way of coming back and humbling you. Maybe not in this game, but down the road, and I just don't like any part of this decision-making.
Got his target, it's Higgins. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Gun. Dot.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Burrow from the gun. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Greg Newsome has it.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take the...
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Oilers keep running away with this. That one splits the uprights. And the Oilers grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
On 2.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 12, 11. Turn.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Looking for the back that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Dot.
Here's Burrow. Trying to push it deep downfield. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Here we go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. So they decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them.